I hope you guys enjoyed your little Go Noodle brain break and are ready to keep rocking and rolling. So, we have two important vocabulary words that go along with today's lesson. The first one is even, the second one is odd. And this is going to help us figure out what does an even number mean and what does an odd number mean. All right? So, you need to be on page 14 in your book, and you will see a circle-ish shape at the top that says model and draw. Let's read that together, okay? In this exercise, we will count out cubes for each number and make pairs. Here's that first word. An even number shows pairs with no cubes left over. So that in our previous activity would have been number 8 and number 10. An odd number shows pairs with 1 cube left over when we're finished. So that would have been number 7 and number 13. Okay? So as we look at these pictures in your model and draw box, we're going to decide if they are odd or even. The first one that you'll see has a picture of 5 linking cubes. Let's look to see if it's even or odd. Well, I see a pair, 1 left over, which means it says even numbers show pairs with no cubes left over. Odd numbers show pairs with 1 cube left over. This one has a cube left over, so I know it's going to be odd. All right, let's try another one. The next picture you'll see has a picture of 8 linking cubes. Let's look at that. Do we see any cubes left over, or are they all pairs? That's right, they're all pairs. So I remember that back up here at the top, it says even numbers show pairs with no cubes left over, which means the number 8 is even because it does not have any pairs left over. Now in your book, the words even and odd were written on those two. But on our next one, like 12, you're gonna have to write it down on your own. So let's look at it. Looking at the number 12, I want to look and see if there's 1 left over. If there's 1 left over, it's odd. If there are none left, it's even. So let's look at our picture. Do we see any left over? Nope. So we know this number, 12, is even. Very good. I'm going to let you try this last one on your own. Let's see. It's the number 15. To look and see, do you see any left over, or are they all paired up? I see 1 left over, so that means this number is odd. That is correct. Very good. The number 15 is odd. Fabulous job. All right. We're going to look down at the bottom half of the page where it says share and show, okay? What we're going to be doing is you're going to use those linking cubes in your bag to help you figure out if these numbers are odd or if they are even, all right? So if you look at number 1, you see that it has a number 6 beside it. That means it wants us to show if the number 6 is odd or even. Let's do that together. Here we go. 1. Uh-oh, I forgot to make that one a cloner. So let's do that real quick. I'm going to make it an infinite cloner, which means I can do it over and over. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, do you see how Miss Gates remembered to set them up in pairs so it was easy for me to see? I have 6 cubes and I see that none are left over. What does that tell me? That's right, that tells me that 6 is going to be an even number. All right, let's move over and look at number 2. Number 2 tells me that we're going to use 3 linking cubes. I want you to do it with your linking cubes as I do it with mine. Here we go. Set them up in pairs. 1, 2, 3. Do we see all pairs or do we see 1 left over? Let's see. I see 1 left over, which means it is, good job, it is odd. All right, moving on to number 3. It tells me I need to use 2 linking cubes. So here we go. 1, 2. That one's pretty easy. I know automatically it is a pair, so that means that 2 is going to be even. This one's kind of a bigger number. Number 4 tells me to use 9 linking cubes. Let's see if we can do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, is it odd or is it even? I'm noticing 1 left over. That jumps out at me really fast, so I know that the number 9 is odd. Very good. I want you guys to work problems 5 through 10 on your own. You can use your linking cubes like we were, and then move on to the next slide, and we'll show you what to do next.